Oh my God, guys, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Oh, Miss Daisy ran off with the pool boy. Oh my God. Oh my God. What's bad is, guys, I don't even have a swimming pool. Oh my God. Oh Lord, have mercy. Oh God, guys. I hear this all the time from my buds, my bros. It's flipping ridiculous. Whining and crying. One was whining and crying the other day. She said, take out the garbage. Stacking up in here. He's crying and whining. I can't do it. I'm weak. I'm too weak. I can't do it. I'll tell you guys, they're going to throw you under the frickin' bus. Your Miss Daisies are going to throw you under the bus. If you don't perform well, hello. It's like Joe. He's not performing well. We're fixing to throw him under the bus. Can you believe what they're getting away with, guys? Can you believe it? They've been doing it for a cajillion years. Term limits, hello. Golly, man. Back to my buds. Yeah, I hear this all the time, and I said, have you had your testosterone checked? No. My primary never said anything about that. And that's a beauty, guys. That's a real beauty right there now. Real beauty. There's a method to their madness here, I'm telling you. They know if that goes low, problems start happening, the body starts falling apart, you're not coming through their revolving door, getting more drugs. Let's go back to basics, guys, okay? So we can all survive here on planet Earth for as long as we can. Gee, if I get it, oh, trust me, I'm no rocket scientist, guys. Oh, trust me on that one. Just ask Miss Daisy, she'll tell you. No, he ain't no rocket scientist, but he does understand nature. I guess that's how I'm in the bee business, right? Yeah. Anyway, if you get the testosterone check, guys, when you get even 40 years of age and older, start getting that on the blood work. Say, doc, when you're going for your regular blood work, they want to check, they want to check for, make sure they can give you some hypertension medication, because you're on the standard American diet. Yeah, that'll screw you up. No, go carnivore. Go carnivore. I don't care what he says, and tell him to take low salt. Take his low salt recommendation and shove that where the light don't shine too while you're at it, okay? Because that's fake news. Have them put that on the list. Doc, I don't see, here's your script, here's your blood work, go get her done. Yeah, okay. They're checking for cholesterol. There's another big joke. They can shove that where the light don't shine, right? You want a high HDL and low trides, we know that. The LDL, yeah, shove that where the light don't shine. We don't care about LDL, all right? Forget that. That's a joke. What's plugging you up, what's plugging your arteries up and clogging you up and giving you heart attacks and strokes is sugar. We all know this. So stop eating anything that you put in here and it hits your belly button and it turns to sugar. That's a no-no. That's a no-no in the human body, okay? I'm not feeding ribeye steak to my honeybees. They will not live on it. They need high carb, okay? I feed them high carb. If I feed me high carb, I'm gonna die real soon, okay? It'll be a slow death. Granted, it'll be a slow death. I'll have cancer, I'll have I'll have a laundry list of issues, okay? Okay, so I don't want your Miss Daisy throwing you under the bus, okay? So get on the carnivore diet, get your life squared away. Go try to hit the gym every day. If not, hit the woods every day. Get that walk in, at least get a mile in. It's a piece of cake. I do it every day, 7 days a week, no days off. No, no, no. Do honeybees take a day off? No, they don't. They work every day. They work so hard, they work themselves to death. Their wings wear out in 30 days, okay? Bye-bye, they're done. They're thrown out. If one comes in for a landing, and he's got a full load of nectar on board or a full load of pollen, they'll say, come on in. They say, oh, your wings are tattered. You can't make another trip, can you? And the poor little honeybee goes, no. They say goodbye. They throw you out the front door. They literally pick you up and throw you out the front door. You're done. Well, luckily, well, I don't know. The far left wants to start throwing people out the front door ASAP, because I think they said the other day we have to reduce the population on planet Earth. Okay, well maybe that's true. Maybe we can just get some of the dumbasses off planet Earth and keep some smart people around, and so we can continue on. Yeah. So, but let's jack up. Let's have the testosterone check. Tell your little doctari to put that on your blood work script. Testosterone. He's checking PSA. That's a good one there. The PSA is a marker for cancer. Now, how accurate it is, who knows? I think that's kind of scammy too, to be honest with you, but I'm not a doctor. I don't know. But it just seems they're getting carried away with the moneymaker deals. That there, check and see, and if you do have prostate cancer, go get it removed. Just get the whole prostate out of there. Make sure you have a done with a robot, somebody that knows how to run a robot, yeah, and not remove your butthole while they're trying to remove your, your prostate. We want to make sure he knows how to run the robot. Okay, but get it detected. If it's in there, just get it out. Don't play games with it. Just get it out. You'll work fine. I'm working fine. I've had mine removed. All my plumbing works fine. I'm good to go. I can do sex. I can do it all. I'm not pissing in my pants. I don't need diapers. I don't need any of that. Okay? Just you need a guy that knows what the hell he's doing, obviously. And the guy I had here in Newport Richey, Florida was Dr. DiPiazza. Okay, I'll put a little plug in there for him. Him and his team are excellent. Okay, absolutely excellent. He doesn't know anything. Here's a guy, guys, that knows what he's doing with a robot. Okay, Da Vinci robots, what he used on me. He doesn't know anything about nutrition. No, he don't. He don't know a thing about it. He knows how to run that robot, guys. And I asked him one day, how did you happen to get into this? Well, when he was a kid, he loved video games. I guess video games when he was a kid was just coming on. When I was a kid, we didn't have any of that junk, right? And no, and I don't play video games to this day, all right? If I get bored, I'll grab my longbow and go out here and shoot some arrows, all right? Anyway, that's how he got into it, and that's how he got good at it, manipulating joysticks. And that's basically all it is. A robot you're working to remove, doing surgery is joysticks. You better be good at it, okay? Anyway, back to testosterone. Get that checked. If you're down in the 300 or lower range, you got to go on it, guys. And if you're like 40 and above, and you're in that range, 300 or below, you need to be on it. Like I said, Big Pharma knows they don't add that to the list, and that should be number one on that list, testosterone. All right, and you want to inject it. You inject it. It's cypionate, it's bioidentical. And let me show you, here's the needle right here. It's in a green thing. It's a 21 gauge needle. Write this down, guys. This is what you want to shoot up with. It's a 21 gauge needle, 1 inch long. 1 inch long. They'll have you doing, when I first started doing the 1.5 inch long, I was like, what in the hell are we doing with that thing? No, you just need to hit it in thigh. Right on the edge of your thigh, right on the side of your thigh here. Every Monday, 1 here, and the next Monday, 1 over here. You alternate, it's no big deal. On this thing, I'm not gonna take it out of the pack. I'm gonna rotate it around where you can see it. This is a 3 mil syringe. It's a 3 mil syringe, okay? And you'll see it goes to 1, 1.5, 2, so on. I shoot a half. That's all you need. A half a milliliter will keep me between 600 and 800. That's where you want to be. You want to have an 18-year-old testosterone, all right? And when you were 18, you were probably running about 1100, okay? But some of these guys are like, they're just walking around like, zombies, tired all the time. 40 some? No, you're gonna have a freaking heart attack. Now here's the little heart attack thing. I don't know if you remember years ago, the attorneys on TV were just running crazy with it. If you're taking testosterone, they were scaring the hell out of people. If you're taking testosterone and you've had a heart attack or have died, call us. Well, if I have died, that's kind of hard. I guess your wife can call in. I don't know, but you're not calling in. Yeah, so it was crazy for the simple fact when you're on this testosterone, cypionate, your blood will thicken, all right? And you want to keep that 15 or lower on the iron. Keep it 15 to hemoglobin, 15 or lower. When you get up 17, 18, 19, so on, and you're on this and you're not getting periodic blood donations, your blood's going to thicken, and yes, you could have a stroke, okay? Your blood's going to thicken, and that's where you get in trouble and have a stroke. And my bud say, oh, come on, Steve-O, you're sticking yourself with needles, that's got to hurt. Like, no, it don't. No, it don't. You load this thing up, like I said, I suck it down past. I suck it clear down to almost 1 in the vial. You have to prep yourself. They'll show you how to do it. It's no big deal. And I suck it down to 1, and then while it's still in the vial, I push it back up slowly, and I come to half, and I push it a tad more. If I kept it at half, it's a 10 mil bottle. So I get 20 shots, so that's 20 weeks out of that 10 mil bottle. Keep that in mind. I stay between 600 and 800, but I was pulling it down to a half, and I wasn't getting quite 20 shots out of that vial. And I was running pretty high. I was running a little bit of 900 plus. That's a little much for me. I'm 74. That's a little much. So go to half and then push it up just a smidge. That's good. Inject it. Now, the guy, my friggin' weenie don't work no more. It's like this. Well, it will be really like this if you don't have the testosterone injection. But I used to have a crappy lifestyle, guys. I smoked. Believe it or not, guys, depending on how much I drank. I quit it. I quit this shenanigan, guys, at 45 years old. Okay, I'm 74 now. I quit it at 45. So I've had a few years. At one time, guys, I was burning 3 packs and going into my 4th pack a day. I used to like Winston's. When I was in the military, I like Cools. You could really feel them things really rip when they go down. That menthol, you know? Oh yeah, just let it rip. Then I got into Winston, started smoking Winston, and I was eating them things. But the more you drank, you know, and Jim Beam and Coke of all things, guys. I mean, you talk about pure poison. You got the Jim Beam is pure poison, and then you're throwing Coca-Cola on there, and that is pure poison. It's nothing but high fructose corn syrup, which is totally poison. And I know what you're fixing to say, guys. I know. There's nothing worse on this planet than a reformed smoker and a reformed drinker. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. But after all these years, I finally extracted my head from my booty, all right? So still got a little ED issue, all right? But that's fixable on Steve-O's game plan. This is a DIY fix the wiener program, okay? I got all kind of DIY projects. I'm fixing to show you another one here. I think this is going to be pretty cool. I think you guys are going to like this. So to the DIY on fixing the limp wiener, okay, is called Trimix. And you shoot Trimix in the dicks, okay? Yes, you do. And there my buddies go, oh my God, you got all these needles going on. You're stabbing yourself in the thigh. Now you're sticking needles in your wiener. And this is, listen guys, settle down. Calm down now. This is easy. This is a syringe. It's an insulin syringe. And if you don't go on if you don't get off the standard American diet, this is probably going to be your friend right here, this thing here. I don't have that problem. But we use the same needle. Instead of shooting up insulin, we're shooting up Trimix. It has to be done by a compound pharmacy. Your doctor will tune you up on it. You're going to do all this, you're going to go through your urologist. Why you do, I have no clue. Why a primary care physician can't handle this is beyond me. Now granted, if your PSI's up, yeah, then you go to a urologist, you get with a robot man, he's gonna biopsy your prostate, and if there's cancer in there, he's gonna remove it. Now he's got other tricks in his toolkit, but I don't suggest you do any of that radioactive seeds and all that. Like I say, I'm not a doctor, but I'm hearing horror stories on that. Just have it removed, okay? I'm doing fine. I'm going on 3 years. Fine. No cancer, no nothing. I got it out early. Okay, everything's hunky-dory. But the Trimix will turn you into a porn star, okay? And when you inject this, it takes about 5 minutes, if that. You take Viagra, it takes an hour or so. It may work, it may not. Your blood pressure is going to go up. Your face turns beet red. You look like a freaking tomato walking around. And I noticed my eyes were like, you know, you go underwater without a mask on and your eyes are, you know, like, I was getting some of that sensation. It was weird. I said, no, this stuff is no good. They invented Viagra for a heart issue, and all their patients, they said, okay, the trial's done, turn in your medication. They said, no, we want to keep it. Why? We're getting a hard-on. We're getting a good hard-on with this stuff. So then that's how Viagra came about, all right? But the Trimix, it's a direct hit. It only lasts 2 hours. If it lasts longer than that, if it lasts more than 4 hours, you need to go to a ER to get a reverse shot. You're not going to go to your urologist. He'll say go to the ER. All right. I've never experienced that with this. He said you can go to. My urologist said you can go all the way to 50 with this. I suggest not. No. I do 20. That isn't anything, guys. 20. Look at this syringe. 20. It's just a small amount. And check out the size of this needle. It looks like a hair. It's only not even half, it's about a ½ inch long, if that. But where you shoot this is right down at the base. It's you can bend that needle you can bend it real easily too, by the way. Be careful when you put this into your vial. You go in slowly and straight. Don't get goofy with it. You will bend that needle. Then you can throw the syringe away. I mean, how are you going to get a bent needle in your wiener? Be careful. I have bent these before. Even putting this cap back on, you can bend the needle, but after you use it, you don't care because you're going to throw it away. It's a one-time use, just like this, one-time usage. I get this testosterone through my insurance, absolutely free, no charge. The syringes cost me, I think they're like not even 50 cents. I mean, they're nothing. I don't know why the insurance company doesn't cover those too. I'm not sure, but they don't. Anyway, so get on that. You'll last, with a Trimix, you're going to last 2 hours. I don't know, unless you're doing shooting a porn video, you know, and you got 4 or 5 chicks you're working on. I don't think you need more than 2 hours of you know, of this. Yeah. And it works, I'm telling you guys, absolutely fantastic. You will be a porn star. Okay, all you porn star monkeys, I got a Steve-O's God. That's enough sex talk for now. If you have issues or questions about any of this, email me. I'll be glad to talk to you about it. I've been doing this for years, absolutely, years and years and years, and I love it. I love it. I think Miss Daisy loves it too. Matter of fact, I know she does. I got a DIY project with a, you know, this is all about the birds and the bees, you know, Steve-O's world, it's birds and bees, you know that. So here's some bee stuff. And I think this is pretty cool. I think this is going to work out cool. We're going to put it to test drive this stuff. It's going to work. I've done this actually before on a very small scale, but I want to kick it up a notch. And we're going to run a trial thing, and if I like it this year, we'll really kick it up a notch next season. Okay, next season. I will pump all my bees up, and September 15th is when the Brazilian pepper pops, so I'll get all my bees jacked and ready to rock and roll by September 15th. So here we are, just about August. We're about done with July. I got 2 fans blowing on me. It's just absolutely horrendous heat. But in the shade with the wind blowing on me, it's not bad in here. I don't even sweat. If I step out there a little bit, I'm sweating like crazy. But here's what I'm doing. Check this out. All right, check this out. Here I've got a super, an extra super. It's just a deep box. Actually, it's one of the ones here. I got my slots in there that I can put my interior panels in. But check these out. I had just a little bit left. I had enough backer board lid here for my beefies. My beefies, 5-frame beefies, they run 8.5 this way by 21 5/16 this way. You'll see it's fat here and fat here for the simple fact that we have 2x material on the end. This is pallet wood sides, free pallet wood. I've got a bunch more there. I've made literally hundreds of these boxes and they work out fantastic. External handles made with pallet wood, very simple. These boxes are very cheap to build, very cheap. This is a cheap product also. Now I'm going to have to be a little careful here, but this size hole, as you see, is pints. This is pint jars. This is what I'm going to use. We're going to make comb honey. And I'm going to have a jar in the center for a feeder. I'm not eliminating their feed, okay? I'm not eliminating their feed until the flow starts. As soon as the flow starts, I will just leave this empty and let them fill up these jars. There'll be a jar here. As you can see, we have 8 spots. We got to have 16 of them here. I'm going to run 2 colonies, really hot colonies. And what I'm going to do here is on this side, I'm cutting the pallet wood strip about 3/4 all the way along here, 3/4 inch. It's going to be glued. I'm just going to use pallet wood. All I'm going to use, guys, pallet wood here, a strip of 3/4 here, and the only way I'm going to attach these is with Bondtite 3. Bondtite 3 and some clamps. I'll put it on with those clamps. All right. The hole will be a smaller hole here. This is exaggerated because I wanted to stick this on here. So I got some wiggle room here with these holes. It'd be the same hole that I normally use. I think this hole saw that I got at Harbor Freight is 2 1/8. 2 1/8, I think. Here it is here. This is what we're going to bore the hole with. Okay, that's it. That's a nice little kit. It wasn't expensive at all. The only thing I'm going to tell you guys, when you're boring these holes, have 2 fans set up, and I take that blower and set it here, and it's blasting air across here, I mean like a rocket, and it's blowing all this dust away from me. So make sure that you do. This silica dust is bad news. Do not breathe it. So I'm going to have 8 holes. I'll have a hole here with a feeder. I'll have a strip here, just a pallet wood strip on the underside. When I get ready to make this, I'm going to take these jars. I've got some beeswax, and I'm going to put about probably a teaspoon of melted wax in the bottom and leave that set like so. Let it set up. That's all I'm going to put on there, a little beeswax in the bottom. I'm not going to, I see some guys putting strips in them. I don't think you're going to need to do that. I really don't. These bees will come in there and fill this with honeycomb. When I'm ready to harvest, I'm going to take my vac. I got a bee vac. I will remove these out of here. When I'm ready to harvest my honey, I'll keep an eye on it. When I see it's capped in there, right? You see it's capped, you're ready to harvest, pull this off, fire up your bee vac, suck all the bees out, put a lid on it. Put this in the freezer, because you could possibly have wax moth eggs even up in this jar that's sitting on here. So I will be I'll be taking off my lid off the beehive, right? Take it off. I'll be putting down a queen excluder plastic. It's going to be 10 frame too, by the way, and this sticking one way out here don't matter to me. I'm going to put an excluder down. Keep in mind, this is going to have a shim on here. The thickness of this pallet wood, whatever the pallet wood is, it's going to be rimmed all the way around, glued on. That'll be set on. Then I will set this box on. Then I will load up all my jars with my little bit of wax in the bottom here. I'll set a feeder jar in here, so you can periodically come over, pop the lid, look in here, see how the bees are doing, see how they're filling them out. Guys, I honestly think you might even get more, but this pint jar, I think you could get 20 bucks a piece for these. So that wouldn't be bad money. I've got some friends at a health food store, not just around the corner from me, stone's throw from my place. And she told me, anytime you want to sell any honey products, you come see me. We'll move them. Because people ask me all the time about honey. So I'll go to her, and I think I can get 20 bucks. You know, we can retail these pints out for 20 bucks a piece. Now what I'll do is rob also in the hive below, on my outside frames below, especially during the flow, they're going to be stacking those with honey. I can come in and rob one of those, process it, and once I suck all the bees out and put this in the freezer for 24 hours, I can pull that out, take my processed honey and fill the voids up in here in that honeycomb all the way up, you know, fairly close. Make sure it's ripe honey. Don't put nothing that's not ripe in there. Uncapped is what I'm saying. Make sure it's capped honey, ripe honey that you're putting. Fill it up, cap it. I think that's a $20 bill. Okay guys, that's it for today. Little sex talk, little bee talk. You got it going on, guys. Love having you. Hurry back. I'll try to hurry back. And we'll see you on the next one. Be happy, be strong. We got to keep getting it on. See ya.